Curios this morning. I always start my Sundays with her after church. So I'm just popping on right now to give people an opportunity to know that I am live and to get this YouTube before we get any trolls. So let's see how we can get this done. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday to you. Popping on a little bit early, like I said, just to get some housework taken care of. So welcome in. All right, I think we've got it now. I think we have it. There we go. The chat is open. Good. Let's see. Good morning to everyone. Thank y'all for being here this morning. I think we're live. Y'all, I have not tried to go. I haven't even linked my Facebook yet. I have not linked my Facebook, but it says I've linked my Instagram. I don't know how I actually linked my Instagram this morning. So if you're here, say hey, drop an emoji. Something to let me know that you are here. I am still watching Kim over here on Desert Gal Curio. She had some thrifting finds today. And y'all, she just showed they have like 20 something estate sales going on just in her area, right? Like today. How jealous am I? Very jealous. Mug of the day, Be Sweet. This is courtesy of Cheryl, Shiny Squirrel. She brought this to me. She brought this to me when she came to visit. So welcome in if you are coming over. Let's see. I did send her a link today. All right. We're going to talk jewelry today, y'all. We're going to talk jewelry. And I don't think that I think we're good now. So, hi, Kim. I was telling them I'm still watching you on the side. And then I was like, where'd she go? Telling them that you have like 20 something estate sales just in your immediate area this morning. That's a lot. That's way more than we ever have in my general area. Thank you for showing your mom's mirror this morning. She always starts with a piece from her childhood, which is super, super cool. I don't even know if I have anything from my childhood besides the stuff that I kept. And I have some things from my granny, so that's really important to me, and a few things from my grandparents. Hey, Dolo. Dolo's going to be joining me in just a few moments. We're talking jewelry today, so we're going to need your help. Dolores, whenever you're ready, just let me know, and give me some kind of emoji or say hey in the chat, and I will bring you in. I'm still drinking coffee. Yesterday, y'all, I just did too much. I just really did too much. And I'm excited because after this today, I get to go and meet someone. Oh, look, it happens to be a cat emoji that I have known for a long time. You're invited to co-host, but they're coming through Houston and we're meeting. So how exciting. There she is.
Hello.
Hello. All right, I'm actually going to put you, I can't do it on this one. I have to do it on this side because I want you to be big so I can see you. What you doing today, Dolo?
I was gardening all day. Look at my hair.
You were gardening this morning?
Yeah, till about a couple of hours ago. Yeah, till about a couple of hours ago.
Well, let's just say that I'm waiting for them to cut the grass. So they probably will come during this live. I'll just let you know. They were supposed to be here yesterday, but apparently they did not come yesterday. So I thoroughly anticipate them coming.
Whoa.
Hey, y'all. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank y'all for being here this morning. Wave to us in the chats if you are watching either on YouTube or on Vamp. And hey, if you're on YouTube, y'all, You won't be able to see the whole chat. Now you can chat, but they can't see you. So your chat isn't seen by people that are on Vamp. And you don't have to download the app. Good morning. How are you? I think that's Steph. Isn't that Steph? Steph, didn't you take your child for a driver's lesson yesterday? How did that go? Hey, Tracy. Tracy, are you still up at Princeton? Weren't you at Princeton? Hey, Barbara, good morning. Oh, good. She did great. Hey, Fly Girl. So if you're not over on Vamp, you don't have to go through the district the app if you don't want to, because I'm not an app girl either. But if you go to www.virtualantiquemarketplace.com, you can watch us. Now, in order to chat, you do have to be logged in, which is the same stuff like an email address and I think your name. You come up with a name or something like that. So super, super easy. Thank y'all for being here today. We went to Princeton. We got home last night. Okay. I thought you were there in some of the videos.
Hey,
Hey,
Bree.
Bree.
Here you in H-Town.
Yeah, you in H-Town, girl. Bree.
713.
I don't know. Is it girl? There's so like 713,
No, 872,
I don't know.
832.
713 is like Houston proper.
Proper. Yeah.
But then now they've grown so much, you got to have 832.
832. That's, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
it's the 832. Yeah.
humidity and bugs.
The love
Oh,
bugs.
because of the love bugs. Oh, Bree, we should have warned you.
Girl, she has like an umbrella for the love bugs. They're
Let me just
bad.
say that the love bugs will get in your car. We don't know how they get in your car, but they get in your car and they never want to bother you until you are actually driving on the freeway. Then they want to swarm your face. So I don't think they bite. Do they, Dora?
No, I
They
don't.
don't
I've
bite.
never been bitten by one, so
But for the love, it's like something out the
it's
Bible.
like raining bugs. It's like
Yeah,
if it was raining bugs. Yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
bad.
It's like when Jesus, once a year, he's like, "Hey, Houston, remember?"
He's like, have some plague. Here you go. And pestilence.
So they're these little black bugs, and I think they have like a red head or something like
Yeah,
that. And they're always two together, so they call them love bugs. But they are annoying.
yeah.
They're just everywhere. I mean, you cannot walk outside without them just landing on you. I'm like, I have enough love from 100, 500 and something
I
kids.
don't need no more.
I do not need any more. So, yeah, they are annoying. I'm so sorry. Oh, you have them too, Barbara?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
bad.
Somebody actually posted, I think it was either on Instagram or Facebook. I saw a little reel and it was supposed to be a birthday
Oh,
party
yeah, I saw that.
outside. And it literally was like black
They were
bug.
like this.
People were standing there talking to people like this. I'd have been like, we're fixing to go inside.
I'd be
Although I
like, the
would have probably
party's
would have been.
over. Are they also called mayflies? I don't know what it.
I don't know. Google it. Hold on. Let's Google it. You know, I'm
Google it.
all about the
Google,
Google.
Google it. Just Google it, girl.
Okay, hold on. Are love bugs
I,
also mayflies? Oh, flies. I don't. They might be. No, love bugs are not mayflies.
yeah, I don't
And
mind a June bug. I absolutely don't mind a June
it
bug.
says in Texas, love bugs, and then it gives its name, scientific name, are a species of March fly.
Oh,
They are often called
they're late.
honeymoon flies or double-headed bugs because they remain attached while mating and flying. Well, you got to be a
Into
special kind of talented for that, don't
into traffic. Just flying, mating into traffic.
you?
Yeah.
March bugs, March bugs. It's one of them. Well, it is just finished March, so we're into April. They can go now.
It's almost May. They're a little late, honestly.
That's
Love
probably why
bugs.
she thought they were mayflies. Hey, Dana, are y'all okay? Are y'all going to the bins? What are y'all doing? They're in Princeton at like she saw
Oh yeah.
George the Antique Nomad yesterday. She said
Oh, that's cool.
she jumped out of her car and
I didn't attack them.
they are in the bins. I'm in the lounge because I'm done. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
When you
let's
get to
just
that
say that
point,
they were up. having a good time until like midnight, and then they said they got up at like 5:30, and Miss Carolyn started making biscuit and gravy.
That's
And
worth
I
getting
was
up right
like,
there.
who
Oh,
sets an alarm? Absolutely not. I'll be like, go ahead, I'll meet y'all there. I need to come to in the world to even be pleasant. And they will damage the paint on your car if you don't get them off
yeah.
quickly. I did not know that.
A bit like seagull poop.
Uh, Barbara, I didn't know that.
Things I
Um,
don't miss about Houston.
things
Humidity, love bugs, traffic,
humidity.
Houston drivers.
Here's
There's
the
none of y'all.
word.
None of that.
I don't know. It's going to be a, so there's three places that everybody complains about traffic: Houston, Atlanta, and Florida.
I've been to Atlanta,
Everybody
but not
tells me
Florida.
Florida drivers are the worst. I'm like, have you
They haven't been to
driven
Houston.
downtown in
Yeah.
Houston
You
proper?
been to Houston? Because they'll kill you.
They don't really care.
They don't care.
Yeah, they might not be 105 headed to the
Oh,
beach,
right, right.
but they're busy. So they're like, going everywhere. So I know they're having a good time. I've been trying to watch them. Cali. Now
Oh,
I went to
okay.
Cali, and I think that's an infrastructure issue, as with Houston.
I don't think it.
Houston
Yeah.
is like, my mama always says, somebody drugged their foot and just made a freeway. And like when you've got 17 lanes going this way and 2 lanes on each side circling back around, you know it's bad because they build in turnarounds because they know you're going to miss your exit.
Yeah. Well, it's just Houston drivers. Just, I mean, I have passed the hardest driving test in the world. So the UK driving test is the hardest test in the world to pass. They need to make them take that.
Well, half of these people don't even have driver's licenses.
Well, if they do, they need to make them take the UK because it's the hardest one in the world to pass.
It blows my mind. So working in a school, you know that we have this system called Raptor, and I think a lot of people have that too. But it's basically a security system. Like you must present your driver's license.
Yes.
We have to scan your driver's
Yeah.
license, and it has to pop up that you are actually somehow attached to this child. You're able to
Right.
take this child out of school, or they to come in and visit, have lunch, do all the things, volunteer, all the nine. Y'all, when I'm checking people in, hi, welcome in, can I get your driver's license, please? Oh, I don't have one.
Hi. Yeah. Can I see your ID? What do you mean
And
you
I
don't have
said,
one?
I'm sorry, are you here to pick up a child? Yes, I am. How did you get here?
Bus,
My
Metro.
car. I said, so you think I'm gonna let you pick up a kid and you say you don't have your driver's license?
And then drive it on the streets of Houston.
But they have a passport, so they think that's the same. I'm like, no,
You
baby.
can only drive so long on a passport. I think it's
Well,
like 6 months.
I guess here you don't technically have to have your physical driver's license, or you don't have to have your insurance card, which I grew up going, you had to have a copy of your insurance
Yes.
card in
Yes.
your in your
Girl,
purse and in your glove box.
yes. That's exactly how I grew up. And I grew up in Houston.
And now you don't. You just have to have a picture of it or be able to pull it up on some insurance app. So if
Absolutely
they
not.
have a picture of said driver's license, I can sit there and manually key it in.
That's not the same,
And
though.
I'm like,
That's not the
yeah,
same.
but
That's
the thing
dodgy.
is, you want me to release a child to you. So
That's dodgy.
anyway,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you just gotta. Miami terrifies me to drive. Gainesville, Florida just makes me angry. Says Barbara.
It's like I just avoid the entire state.
Scared, afraid. Scared, afraid. So, well, welcome in, y'all. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Dolo and I are going to do a little jewelry haul. And if you are new to us, let me tell you a little bit how this works. Yes, I'm going to show you some jewelry that I have picked up or was gifted to me. Dolores has far more knowledge about jewelry than I do as a person who's been dealing with vintage jewelry for a long time, and she was a jewelry maker, has her own name tag and everything for the jewelry. Look at there. She's fancy like Applebee's. But she's really, really smart. She's
Like
really, really smart.
HEB.
She does a lot with beads and gems and all the things. So when we met on the YouTubes in the chats, found out that she grew up like 10 minutes from where I currently live. Then we became just fast friends, and 6 years plus later, here we are, spending the night. She spent the night at my house. She comes to visit me, all the things. So what we do is I pull stuff, and I have learned, go ahead and measure it, see as much as I know, make things easy for her. And then she will fill in the gaps for me, help me write a tag for it, kind of for the description. And then she helps me price it. And we've been doing this for a really long time, usually over on Hey Miss Jane, usually over on YouTube. We brought it on Vamp. But here's the deal, there's so many people that know jewelry, and have experience with jewelry, that we love for you to chime in, right? Because let's be honest, nobody knows everything
Oh,
about jewelry or anything else. And if you are an expert in jewelry, we appreciate you being here on Vamp. And we would love to see your shop.
for real.
So, and it's really hard to tell jewelry through a camera lens, because
Yeah.
a lot of jewelry, as Dolores has taught me, is all about the feel.
Uh,
um the feel of it. How does it, and they always are telling me, how does it feel?
like the
So
way, yeah.
yeah, is it cold, is it slick, is it this, is it that? So appreciate everyone's input, because you may be a stone person, where Dolores is more of a glass and beading and fasteners, and since she created jewelry. So Dolo, tell them now, she's here on Vamp, but because she's in the UK, she cannot sell on Vamp yet. So tell them where they can find you and some of your pretties.
So I've been a member of VAMP, I think, since its inception. I
Yeah,
think
you were before me.
as soon as Misty put that up, I was like,
Yeah,
signed
you were
up.
before me. Hmm.
Yeah. I'm based in the UK. I have an Etsy, which is Damn Jewelry UK, and eBay, which is Damn Retro. I'm on Instagram as Damn Jewelry UK. I am on YouTube as Miss Damn Jewelry, but I don't really make content much anymore. Not that I won't in the future. It's just that right now, life. And that's where you can find me.
Yeah. So tell them a little bit about your background of jewelry.
So I've made jewelry since the late '90s, and kind of came into it just like I've always thrifted. I've thrifted since since my dad could run me to a garage sale, and that was quite young. So me and my mom and my aunt, we used to always go to this one. It's not there anymore. This one thrift store called, oh god, what was it called? It was like a DAV kind of
Oh
thrift store.
yeah.
I think it was
There,
called DAV thrift store.
there's one in Conroe.
Oh, is there? Okay, so I used to
Yeah.
go to that one. DAV Thrifty. Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah.
called.
You told me
And
to go there.
I did. Yeah, I did. It's not there anymore. They think they closed it down now, but the one in Houston off of Old Spanish Trail.
Oh no, I'm in Conroe. There's one in Conroe.
Yeah. So I went and I would buy like I love even in high school I liked vintage brooches, and because I was like alternative, you know what I mean? Like this was the '80s, so I always liked vintage jewelry, and we would go and I'd buy really cool jewelry, but I was like, I like it, but I don't like the way it's styled. So I would take them apart and start putting them back together for myself, and then that kind of got me making jewelry, and I made jewelry till about 2 years ago, and then but also I was reselling jewelry.
Yeah.
I was selling my own jewelry on Etsy, and then started reselling vintage jewelry because I love it so much. And then that led into vintage items as well as jewelry, and then here we are today.
There you go. So the girl's got a lot of knowledge, but there's also some people in our chat, and she'll be the first one to say that.
Absolutely, yes. Anybody who knows something, say, if you know something, say something.
You see something, say
Say
something.
something.
You know
Yeah,
something, say something.
because I don't know everything. I'm one of these people that knows older jewelry. You start to get into the newer what's that one called, Charm and Charlie's, and all
Chico's, White House
Chico's
Black
and all
Market,
that.
the manufactured jewelry. She's not big into that.
I'm not big into, and not that I don't think it's not nice, it's just that it I never really got into that. I was too busy playing with old jewelry.
That mass produced jewelry where
Yeah.
there's, 12 of the same necklace
Yeah.
available,
Yeah.
that's
I
not
mean,
her
a lot
thing.
of those places are out of business now, so a lot of that stuff is coveted now. Like
Yeah.
Sarah Coventry was all over the place, everywhere. Now it's like, ooh, Sarah Coventry. We all I still get excited about a Sarah Coventry brooch. Do
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So it's I just never got into the mass produced stuff, but now a lot of like the things aren't like I don't think Chico's or I know Charm and Charlie's in there no more,
Chico's is, but Charmin Charlie's
but
isn't.
isn't. So things like that, when they kind of go out of business, so to speak, you're kind of like, now you people want it. Now you want it.
Yeah,
So
now
they
it's
do,
interesting.
oh, and they do go up in value. Even if they're just, like a costume piece of jewelry. I mean, think about the brooches we covet and buy. A lot of that is costume jewelry.
Yeah, and it was sold at what? Woolworths or
Well, Hollywood brand, which is a
yeah.
brand here that was here in the UK, and you see them now and they're so cool, and they were sold at Woolworths back in the 50s and 60s and 70s because they were hitting like women who went shopping, and they, well, while they're there, they might pick up a brooch for myself, so a lot of these Hollywood brooches, which are now no longer made, are coveted. Yeah, and Avon, listen, I do really good with Avon jewelry on my
Yeah,
Etsy.
because they contracted, so they would
Mhm.
take people like, oh, I don't know, Napier, even in
Yes,
glass and trinkets and all the things. Avon would contract these people and say, hey, people can't afford this, but
correct.
the average housewife might be able to afford this. So they contracted, and while it's not exact, I have a piece specifically. We can start with that piece
Oh,
because
cool,
you
cool.
brought that up. Thank you, Maria, for saying that because we'll start with that piece. I've showed this piece once before, and LaDonna immediately, because LaDonna knows some
She
of
was
that
like,
high end jewelry.
yeah,
She immediately was like, "Don't sell that. We need to research that. Don't
yeah,
sell that." So I was like, "Okie dokie."
hang on to it.
She's my red flag person. And then I also and then we started researching a little bit, and we'll talk about that. So that's really a good point. But hey, no shade on Avon. They made
No.
really nice designed things, glassware, trinkets, just even fragrances was their big deal, but
Mhm.
jewelry, all the things affordable to the everyday
100%.
housewife, mom, and whatever. So the other piece is these smaller brands, and I've got a piece of this. So artisan, so Avon, artisan, like Dolores is considered an artisan because she creates her own pieces. I've got a couple of pieces of those today, which is makes it a little bit harder to price because you really can't look that up. So then that's
Right.
where she comes in and helps me take apart what is actually in, like how much work, what style of materials and stones and all that, and then we come up with a price. So we would love y'all's help on that. And then this third one I was going to mention was the smaller companies, like the one that we just learned about, Plunder. Do you remember we kept finding all this Plunder jewelry, Plunder, Plunder, Plunder?
Yes,
It is
yes,
a
yes.
faith-based
Oh,
company
okay.
that made a whole jewelry line.
Wow.
And it's kind of like Sophia, what is it? Sophia Lara, Sophia Loria, something like that. But it's like a smaller company
Right.
that didn't get mass produced. I mean, it's kind of mass produced, but not really. But Plunder was another one like that, and I've got a couple of pieces for that. So one,
Another thing, no shade, but religious jewelry does well.
absolutely. I'm gonna say my
For me,
rosary.
it does.
Yeah, and so Leah Sophia, thank you. I knew it was something like that.
Dear Sophia. Okay.
Yeah, remember we've been finding several people have been finding a lot of Leah Sophia. Now, from
Mhm.
my understanding, they may still be in business. I don't know about Plunder. I didn't really look into it, so I didn't take the time. So I can't really say too much about that. We're used to marked jewelry, but then there's also unmarked jewelry, and that is gonna maybe like Napier marked every single piece. If it was a pair of earrings, they marked the both earrings, right? But then some of the older pieces, as LaDonna has showed before, maybe if it's a trio like necklace and earrings, then maybe one piece might be marked. But because they were copied so much, they began to mark everything, because that just is an added cost. To put a jewelry mark on every single piece is kind of like an added cost. So if you're ready, let me start with the first one. Since we brought up Avon, I'm going to turn you around and let's look at this piece. So here's the deal with this piece. It is very large. It is a 3-inch brooch.
Wow.
Gold tone, modernist style, right? With a purple acrylic cabochon. It is unmarked. Hey, Angela. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Oh, did Plunder close this year? Okay, thanks, Kathy. So see, now this stuff you won't be able to get again. The Plunder stuff will not, you can't because it's closed. So in looking at this, I have searched, and it is not marked anywhere. And this backing, you see this style, there is a piece like this that is very expensive. However, I think this might be glass, and the backing is not this pressed. You see, like I call this pressed. Now, because it's bigger, it does have the longer pin in there. It does have a modern rollover safety C clasp on there. It's not like a lever clasp or anything. And another person that's really good is Felicia. And Felicia is Pack Rat Queen here. She's big into the really old jewelry. She's been teaching us about the springs here, the pins here, the clasp here, all of the things. So she's another one to follow if you're not following her. So if you actually Google lens this, some of it will come up as just unmarked, and some of it will come up as Avon. However,
Really?
typically Avon marked their stuff, but this one is not marked. I have looked and looked and looked on all of what I thought was, like little these imperfections in the gold, but it's not marked. So, I can't say it's Avon. I can't say it's a studio piece. This one, this is an acrylic closed back cabochon with a safety rollover clasp. And I think when I looked this up, it's about 14, 15 plus, shipping even on Etsy and some other pieces. Now, the real piece, what LaDonna was talking about, was on Worth Point and well above that.
Yeah. I like it. It almost has, to me, like a knotted Celtic vibe to it, just because the way the swirls are. That's how I'd see it. Yeah, I just said 18 to 20 because of the size. Big. Because of the size, yeah, you're getting a lot of brooch for your for your money.
Yeah, it is. Avon contracted with many good makers. Yeah, they sure did. They sure did.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put this again. We're looking at this. The story is, if you've never been here before, that I have a lot of jewelry, over 3,000 pieces. I love to price my jewelry so that it moves quickly. So let me just stop to say that if you see the little shop down at the bottom, I have 39 items in that shop. They're all jewelry. Some of it is semi-precious stone. Some of it might be Avon. So it's just lots of cosmetic. No. Costume. I say it every time.
It says cosmetic jewelry.
Costume jewelry. And I do have some semi-precious, some artisan, and some name brand, a lot of Napier, a lot of the Plunder. I have a lot of Sarah Coventry. It's just a lot. So Fostoria did some, yes, they sure did. Fostoria made for Avon too. So we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one at 16.
Okay.
Because that's an in-between. So if you are interested in anything that you see today, you're welcome to do the buy it now and purchase it now. Hey, Amy, how are you? Hope you're feeling good. But if you're interested in purchasing anything that I show you, that's not that, because none of this that I'm going to show you is listed. Just say run it and we will run that. But this one is going to be $16. Now I had a pin. Oh, there it is. 37 seconds ago. So this is a really big piece, but I'm going to price this one at 16 for anyone who may be interested in that piece.
Yeah, it's big. It's a big. It's a good. I like it. I mean, here's the thing. It's what you like. Everybody's attracted to the things they like, and I think that's a. I mean, that'd be good on a coat. Like
Yeah, and I think because the pin is bent, I do think that it was probably on a
on
thicker
a thicker
fabric.
fabric. Yeah,
Girl,
you
look
could.
at this pin holder. It is a safety clip on a top of an earring. I mean, it works, right? It ain't no fancy stuff around here. I'm not fancy like Applebee's. No, ma'am.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
All
It's
right.
doing its job.
Okay, so speaking of artisan necklace, let me bring this one up.
Ooh.
Got a very, I think, Southwest kind of vibe. Dolores is immediately going to say, "Oh, rodeo," because in Texas the rodeo is huge.
Yeah,
Our
rodeo.
livestock show and rodeo is one of the
Or
largest in the world.
or just a summery fun festival piece as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
true. So let me tell you a little bit about these. This one is a little cold, not super cold. This one is cold. So like
Uh-huh.
of the two, this one, I think this is what is that? Howlite?
Outlet.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that's howlite or I can never tell between the two. This one is acrylic.
Which one?
And what is this? Is this the what did you call this?
The red one?
Yeah. We've had some.
It's not cinnabar. It's not.
No, no, no. I have a
No.
cinnabar piece today, y'all. I have a
Well,
cinnabar.
is it? Here's the thing about real cinnabar. It's poisonous, so it's
Well,
probably not cinnabar.
we're gonna
It's
we're
also
gonna
legal
talk
to
about it.
sell. Yeah.
I don't know if this is Jasper or like a coral. I can't
It,
remember
it,
what they
it
call
could
it.
also be dyed howlet because they could dye any color.
The red.
Yeah.
They do have these little metal pieces, the little metal beads, and then these little crimpers are like bead stops.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
keeps it in there. I think this is filament, right? This little
It's
purplish
tiger's tail.
type. Okay, I was so close. This is probably like a glass or a stone piece, maybe like a
That's a
little.
clay
This
piece.
is clay, glazed
Yeah.
clay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Could be Jasper, maybe. We'll
I mean, it
see.
could be. It could be, but the little ones could just be a
This is
jasper.
acrylic.
Oh, the red. That's acrylic.
This right here is acrylic.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I got
yeah.
clay, acrylic. This one, y'all, this one almost feels acrylic.
That could be.
And then this one is cold, cold. This
Yeah,
one.
that's a like a nugget. Hey, Ladonna.
Hey, LaDonna. Um, this is cold, but so this stone and this piece, they're not the same. I don't
Okay,
know.
they don't look
So
the same.
so anyway, let me tell you what drives me insane about this. So it's on it. I have a piece right here that says Premier. So
Okay.
that's Premier Jewelry. Does anybody remember Premier Jewelry?
No.
It is Premier Jewelry. They used to have parties. So it was supposed to be a high end, but not really expensive um, jewelry company. But you had parties and it was like big, bulky, elaborate pieces,
Yeah. Statement pieces.
statement pieces. And that's Premier. Um, it has a lobster claw clasp. This tiger's tail stuff, let me tell you what drives me nuts because I'm on a touch, I got a touch.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna put this on the first one, put
Mm-hmm.
it the first one on this side. They don't do that.
Because it's like random. It's like a random, almost like an illusion style necklace. And I get what you're saying. Like make it make sense.
Right.
But also it's up to the artist's creation.
Right. For some of us who got those three little letters, this is very like disorganized,
They've got them three
but
little letters.
if you wear it, it's beautiful. If
Yeah,
I just try to put it on this thing and make it work, it
it-
doesn't work for me. But you know what I mean?
yeah.
So based on this, this is 18 inches. I called it a Southwest style
Yeah.
premier jewelry 3-strand illusion necklace with clay stone and metal beads. Um, and so just get over it. I know. Hi, Pippa, are you new? Thank you so much for being here.
Hey,
If you're
Pippa.
new, thanks for joining us. So, based on that, y'all, I know Amy's in the chat too, and she does jewelry as well. So, what do y'all think? What's a price for this? Amy's got me a custom design coming. I'm paying her to make me something pretty.
I don't know what Premier Jewelry goes for, but
Does anybody
I
have an idea about
like it. I
premier?
do like it.
Or
I don't
forget
know.
that it's premier. Let's just price
Just
it to sell.
I'd say 16 to 18.
All right. Anybody else have any ideas regarding this piece? She's saying 16. It's good jewelry. Yeah, it was a good party jewelry. I had a bunch of pieces.
I mean, it's a pretty cool piece.
All right, we're gonna go. Kathy
Kathy
Wiseman
was
says 18.
18.
Y'all know I always go on the low end, so I'm gonna say 16. Yeah, back in the day when Premiere was
Yeah.
big, I'm going to do 16 on that. So if anybody was interested in that. And then we're going to go to something that I couldn't even begin to know. Um, I can tell you that this is 27 inches and it does have um, what I call the screw back. That's right, Dolores? This is screw back
A
class.
barrel clasp.
Barrel class. Lord have mercy. See, Dana, it's okay. We all mess up. So I got a barrel clasp. These are like stone. They're hard like a stone. They're
Okay.
super, super cold like a stone. I need to get into the light. Go to the light, Carol Ann, so
Oh,
that you can see. Hi, YouTube friends. Um, yeah, thanks, Black Girl, for letting them know. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm going to try to go with the light a little bit closer so you can see these striations. Look at that. Does anybody have an idea what this stone, I don't know if it's a quartz.
mm,
It's weighty. It is 27 inches of weighty with the glass seed beads in between. It's almost like a, I don't know. It looks clayish to me, like glazed pottery. It is. It's not showing up as well, but it is pink. So let me
oh,
see.
it's pink.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a pinkish gray color. It's pink though. Can y'all see that?
Okay. That changes things.
Yeah, it is pink. It's a lot pinker than it looks on the screen, but it is pink.
Hang on.
Hold on, let me see if
This
I
up.
can. All right, how's that with that white background?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it pink. Yeah. Inches. Um,
Thank you for asking, Barbara.
what is this? Sorry, I'm just looking it up.
But does anybody have Freaky Chic says it's some type of Jasper?
Roto. Well, I don't think it's pink enough to be rhodochrosite.
Girl, don't get me to lying. I can't spell none of that. But it's
It could be a
lots of stripes.
jasper.
Yeah, that's what Amy's saying. She thinks it is, and Maria says she thinks it's a Jasper as well. So
Okay.
we're gonna
So
go with, do we just call it pink and gray Jasper, or do we say just Jasper? Like just Jack or
let me go
what?
back. Hang on, let me see.
Look at the colors in that, y'all. It's
This
just
is,
very earthy to me. To me, that looks like pink clay, but I'm from South Carolina, so
yeah, I'm from Claycross. So. Yeah, look at pink jasper.
what would y'all call it?
I would call it a semi-precious stone.
You would just list it as a semi-precious stone and be
Sure
done with it?
would, if I wasn't sure. Pink jasper.
All right,
Freaky chic boutique. What's your first name? What's
Amy.
her first?
That's Amy.
Amy. Okay, because I don't want to keep saying the whole long name. Amy. Yes, I think it's pink jasper. And I would just say semi-precious pink stones.
or it says natural
Natural
stone.
stone, natural stone. Yeah, absolutely. um, I like it. It's I feel like that would be, and
It's
it's all it's
27 inches.
and it's all stone.
It is
So
all stone except for the glass bead spacers.
I'd see, I'd say 22 to 24.
All right, what do y'all think? We got 22 to 24 on the board. 22 to 24 on the board. Okay, I got a yes. So we're going
And yeah.
22 and moving on. See how this works? So anyone interested in this? 22. Also, I do not have these listed. So if you see something, say something. But also, if you think about it later or you're interested in something, just message me here on Vamp. And I will. I also do entertain reasonable offers. So, and if you like it, y'all, I'm probably not gonna do. I know we're supposed to, but I like a lot of things, but I'm not gonna be purchasing them. Okay, so this is Audrey Jones.
Oh, okay,
I
Audrey.
don't know this label.
I,
It has a tag on it for $25.
oh, okay. Well, I
Um,
wonder what store it was in.
I don't know. It just says Audrey Jones. It and I was looking to see if I could see a dating code or something. I mean,
Right.
I could make it up. There's your vendor number. So as someone who used to work at a department store, we'd have to key that in.
Uh-huh.
Because see, there's no Scantrons on there. One size, I do know that. Okay, Bree, I'll do that. And then I don't know what that is. Bree's telling me to bring her Coco Pelli that she saw in a video. All right, so it's wood beads. I'm trying to, now that I've moved my light, now I got to get my light back. These are all wood beads, very bright colors, but everything is wood except these. And hey, Karen, I'm not certain that those are 100% metal, but all of these are wooden beads. So there you go. Anyone want to put a time frame on that? It's 23-inch multi-strand wooden bead, colorful necklace, new with tags, Audrey Jones. Um, do we say this is 80s?
Yeah, 80. Yeah, probably 80s. I feel
I
like
mean, it's festive. It's
it is.
festive
She's
AF.
colorful. She's colorful. I'll give her
She's,
that.
I mean, she's got a lot. Even this one is
She's
wooden.
busy. She's busy and colorful.
Yeah. So it is a fun piece. It
Yeah,
is
I
a
like it.
very fun piece.
Very good for the summer. You're like on a cruise.
An 80s event, all 80s
Yes, that would be.
jewelry.
Y'all, that'd be so fun. Y'all should do that.
Look at the little design right here that's in the it's a flower in that
Okay. Kathy Wiseman says Audrey Jones was sold in New Jersey at a store called
Stainton.
Stainton.
Look at Kathy Wiseman.
All right. Now I don't know if I paid $2,500 for it, but
And so y'all need to help us because here's the deal with Dolores and I. We love it, the price goes up. If we aren't very fond of it, it's we can't say $6 because that will summon Geneva.
yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, it's
so
worth more than $6.
well, I mean, yeah, but for me, this was something that I would wear on one of my dress up days. You know what I mean? So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it'd be rocking that to work, even though I do work at a color lab.
okay, she says 12.
Okay. 12. I'd say 12 to 14.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're going to go with 12. Ta-da,
Sorry,
12.
Audrey.
Kathy Wiseman says
It's
25.
25.
Kathy, why do you say 25?
Yeah. I mean, is it,
I mean,
am
she's
I
the one
missing
that knew.
something?
Yeah, she's the one that knew about Audrey
Yeah.
Jones.
And it could be that it's a coveted brand because obviously it's probably no longer in service. You know what I mean? Like it's no longer
I
made
mean, it
or,
was tagged 25, but I don't know from when. You know what I mean? So
well, I mean,
Kathy might be in the know on something, and
she might have this, the, she knows.
she knows.
Uh,
She knows. Okay, here's a fun piece. Are we ready to have some fun?
yeah.
Because
Wasn't that fun?
that oh
Can
no,
we
it
just
gets
have some
funner.
fun?
It gets más more funner, as my kids say. All right. I would list as 25. You can
Oh,
always go.
okay. There you go. Good job. Oh, that's a beaded little sea urchin necklace. I do like that. Seed
So,
beads.
and I have it on the lowest, the tightest one, 33 inches of
That's cool.
green seed bead artisan necklace with a 2-inch width.
Yeah.
Y'all, where are we wearing this?
Under the sea
Hey, Miss
party.
Mickey Mouse. How are you? Have you shopped out? Did you spend all your chump change? Your pocket money? I feel like this is like a luau, but it's a little. I thought it was stretchy, but it doesn't really. It has
No.
a little give in there. Might be on
Yeah.
that plastic filament.
It's
Um,
probably on Nimo.
Look at the. And you remember Dolores? I had several of these. One
Yeah.
was she's at the bins
To the
right.
bins.
Go
All
girl, go.
right.
Remember, I had this in black and
Yeah.
another color, but this is how you tighten it or loosen
Yeah.
it. I can't imagine you would need more than 33 inches of that. Um, I know. So weight wise, not very weighty. It's just a lot for me. I mean, that's excessive for me. I mean,
So it's all glass seed beads. Obviously that takes some time to make.
well, yeah, because off of the main
I
strand.
mean, it's not even that intricate of a design. It's just that picking up the beads
You
on
know
your
what? I
needle would
think
be.
that it's like intertwined. Oh, I don't know. I feel like maybe in Hawaii that is like a lay of sorts.
Or a summery cruise. You
Girl,
can wear
that's
on a
too
summery
long. Who's
cruise.
wearing that?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't
it.
see these jewelry making people. I'm just like, wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. But they can email me right here. They can
Yeah.
message me through Vamp, Fly Girl. But thank
Um. Uh. I'd say 14 to 16 for that.
all right. Well, does anybody else have an idea?
She's like, well, okay.
It's just a lot. I'm
Some people
sure.
are a lot, girl.
Well, look, let me just say, whoever puts this on is going to be one of those people like KK or Catherine Young. When you get a necklace or you get a piece of jewelry and you're like, oh,
I know who
all
that's for.
right, and then they
Yeah.
send you a picture and you're
And
like,
they look
oh,
great in
that
it.
looks
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's also, I mean, yeah, a lot of, but, and not but, there's a lot of work goes into it, but it has to also, it's quite a
Statement.
particular piece.
I don't know
There's a
what
lot
it's
of work.
stating.
Let me tell you that right there, just getting all the beads on that needle over and over and over again. Jesus, I'd go blind now. I would.
Well, yeah, duh. Exactly. But she said,
Sorry.
okay, I'm going to go 12.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, what did y'all say?
I said 14 to 60. And Amy said I'd go more because there's a lot of work in it. Absolutely. But but also it's a particular look, and you're gonna go. That's gonna be someone particular is gonna buy that. That's not like for the masses. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, we'll do 14. We'll do 14 because
Maybe
somebody could
too large,
chop it
yeah,
up for the beads. There we go. All
yeah. God, you'd be
right,
chopping all day.
let's do something that I'm more familiar and comfortable with. All right, shall we?
Oh, that really made you uncomfortable.
Let's go to this. All right, I got a 20-inch
Oh, pearl.
vintage glass pearl knotted necklace with a fish hook clasp on the back. Now, I need to look at this particular clasp mainly because realistically 14 to 16. Yeah, I mean, I put 14 on it because, um, it's got the beading. That's what y'all said. Anyway, so I'm much more comfortable with pearls. These are a lot brighter than they
Hmm.
appear.
Very
They're
pretty.
not as they're a little bit yellowed, but not as. I wanted to look. This one is like a more like a silver tone. So I do
Okay.
have a fish hook clasp on that.
Oh, okay, that clasp. I thought you would like hook and eye clasp, but yeah, that clasp. Yeah.
They call this a fish hook because you're fishing and there's the fish. I did learn
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
So, and it has the imprint. These are knotted in between. This one is 20 inches. Um, so we're going to do a twofer on this because I want to talk about the difference. Now, this one is 18 inches. I think it's smaller pearls and it's whiter, like more bright white. It is a
Hmm.
different class, but this one is actually marked Taiwan on the back of the class,
Cool.
right there.
Yeah, look at that.
So it also has the fish hook. So
Uh-huh.
we're gonna talk about two pieces at the same time. You can actually see, for me, I don't know about y'all, but this one is a little bit brighter. I don't know if you're
Yeah,
gonna be able to tell that. And they're smaller. However, they look fabulous together.
they do.
Hey girl, hey Apple, how are you? So I've got an 18-inch that is smaller pearl. I don't even know how you tell because I don't have no. Or is
You,
this
you
what
could
is
use
it?
a it's a caliper to measure it.
No, I cannot. What I can tell you is
Well, I have a caliper, but
this
it's not
is
going to do you
like,
any good.
I don't know, a half of that, whatever that is.
Like when you're measuring beads,
And
they
this
go
is a
by
one.
millimeters.
So is this a half millimeter and a 1 millimeter? Because this I,
No, it looks like a 6 and a 4 millimeter based on what I'm seeing.
you need to see like my finger.
No, they look like six. I mean, Amy could
Fours and
probably help me.
sixes,
So yeah, the bigger one would be a 6 millimeter, and the smaller one would be a 4 millimeter.
and they
Based,
are
yeah,
knotted
Amy agrees. Yeah,
in between.
yeah, they're not in between. That's pretty cool. That takes a lot of.
So the short one is marked Taiwan and is a more of a gold tone, and this one is like it had more of a silver tone with that. Of course, pearls are always appropriate. Um, and
Always.
just stacking them. So I do know that people. I did find Nikki Moss would be so proud. I found a bright white pair of children's pearls. This
Aw.
is what I had in there, but it I thought it was white until I saw the bright white ones.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. You had a fun trip. Hi, Desert Wind Vintage. That's right. You had a birthday trip, right?
Birthday trip.
For Apple. So these are, this is just to show you how you can layer and how you can do big and small. These are all glass. They're not grainy at all. They're very slick and refractive, a little bit of the light. So you can see the little light on there, but it has the knotting in between. They both have the fish hook, although I think the fish hooks are different time.
Mhm.
So
So you
uh,
selling them are you going to sell them together?
I'm going to sell them
Right.
separately because, like I said,
Oh,
some
separately.
people
Okay.
may only need one
Right.
strand. But let's
Yeah.
talk about the shorter, smaller set first. What do y'all think about the 18-inch small? You said possibly 4 millimeter.
Yes. Um, so the smaller one, 4 millimeter size B, gold tone, made in Taiwan. That's probably from the late 70s or 80s, maybe even maybe before that actually. I'm trying to think. I would say, well, I think for probably both of them, I'd go well for the smaller bead one, I'd go 14 to 16, and then the bigger one, I'd go 16 to 18.
All right. All my jewelry people or people that just buy jewelry. I mean, you don't have to be
Yeah, you
knowledgeable
know,
in jewelry. You don't have to make jewelry. You don't have to do
yeah.
whatever. But if you purchase jewelry, this is all jewelry is thank you, Fly Girl,
Thank
is
you, Fly Girl.
this is all so that I can move the jewelry. So if, pearls always, but so you're saying 14 and 16. Smaller one I think is from the 70s and the larger
Yeah,
one maybe from the 50s.
50. Okay.
So are we saying 14 and 16.
I'd say for the smaller one, 14 to 16, and then for the bigger one, 16 to 18.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go 14 and 16. That's what, because you know I'm always going to go to the lowest. Although I love me some pearls.
Plenty to clutch. Plenty of pearls there to clutch, you guys.
Plenty of pearls. Should you not have pearls to
If you
clutch?
need to clutch.
You know what? I need to send Willie some pearls because he don't have no pearls to clutch.
Oh,
I'd have.
Willie needs to clutch some pearls. Let's get some scent to Willie.
Yeah, we Willie, we gonna have to bring you some pearls, Bubba. Okay, I'm gonna move this one, and I'm gonna bring over this. Now, this is one of those pieces that Dolores was talking about, more of a costume piece of jewelry. Not really costume because they're all costume, but like that mass produced. To me, this, hey Geneva, look at there who's
We
here.
conjured her up. We said $6 at some point, and poof, Geneva showed
There
up.
she is. Y'all, there's a story there because Dolores and I were just like, yeah, it's $6. And I said $6 for everything. And Geneva was like, everything cannot be $6. So we were like, oops, my bad. So let's look at this piece. This piece to me is more of a Chico style piece.
Yeah.
Which Dolores is like, yeah, and yeah.
Not a
But
bad piece.
it's not a bad piece. I think it's very modern. I think it's
Mm.
a very modern piece. Um, so um, this one has the metal seed beads and the clear glass seed beads. She said, I have no recollection. You're like my mom then. And then it has just the metal pendant here.
Hmm.
And it's not marked, but it does have a gold tone lobster claw clasp with an extension on there. I
Okay.
have this one as 17 inches acrylic. Nope, wrong one. 18 inches seed bead, 3-strand necklace with a gold round pendant on the base. Again, more of a contemporary, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. Contemporary piece, more modern, all the things. It is got this like, it's like a goldish bronze
Mm.
mixture.
Hmm.
You see, can y'all see that? So the
12 to
gold
14.
mixes right in. These are like a little bit darker, but the gold matches very well to that.
Yeah.
So what are our
Yeah.
thoughts about that?
I said 12
Bison
to
says 12 to
14. Yeah.
15.
12 to 14. Yeah. Yeah. I
So
mean, look, it's a piece that if you like, oh, I'm just going to go out real quick with my friends, go have a few margs, throw a little necklace on, and then, you're good. You dressed up.
we're gonna have a few margs. We're
Yeah.
gonna do $12 on that one. So again, if you see something you're interested in, just say run it and we will run it for you. So I'm gonna go to a pair of earrings, which I shouldn't have put that away because I feel like they go pretty good with that, or they, kind of.
Oh, cute.
These actually I have done some research on.
Are they
So
shell?
they are a mother of pearl tropical
Okay.
fish.
Oh,
They are listed as a vintage style. And I
those are
thought they
cute.
were more of like mother of pearl and glass,
Oh, no, that's all. Yeah.
but I think it's all mother of
Mhm.
pearl. And if I turn it over to the back, you're going to see how beautiful that is. The backs of these.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
they're 2 inches in total, but the fish is actually an inch and a half by an inch and a half. Hi, my sunroom chair. Thanks for coming in. You can even see the detail of their little eyes.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
there's two colors in the fins. Now, when you go to do a little sourcing to see if you can find research to see if you can find out who a maker may be. I have found one pair, but maybe y'all, the dark stripes would have been the top of the shell, and then
Mhm.
they cut it down to hit the other color.
Right. Yeah.
So I was gonna say the one thing that I found for these and did some digging in there was, I remember I said I thought it was glass,
Yeah.
and it's like, no,
All
that's
shell.
all shell.
I
Um,
I Kim's googly eyes too.
oh yeah, Kim got some googly eyes today. So the pair that I found is $30.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's handcrafted. It was
And it's
uh,
called it's cut and polished
yeah,
mother of pearl. And of course I thought this was like a glass overlay, but it says no, it is just the shell like she's saying. But then they cut it out, and it's, you can tell that it's cut, and then they cut down to get the shiny, what we know as mother of pearl. Then they added the details on there, and they're a bit, they're, she's a thick one.
yeah. I was gonna say 26, 28. So
Yeah. So what I saw was 30. So I
yeah,
actually have gone ahead and priced those at 30,
yeah,
um,
absolutely.
because
They're
that's just
cool.
what
You
they're
know, and
going.
they would look good with the necklace you showed before. Even though the necklace was quite plain, these earrings were just
You said that
dead.
necklace was quite plain.
It was like, am I lying though?
Well, I did have them together
See,
just
yeah,
for the coloration.
the earrings make the necklace better.
Right. And I mean, these are seed beads. They do have a
Yeah,
little
they
bit
look
of the
good together.
iridescent.
Yeah,
These clear beads have a little bit of the iridescent that it picks up. I can't say that word today. So yeah, I did
yeah.
put those out together.
It does
Um,
make the necklace better though.
she's like, it makes the necklace a lot more tolerable.
Yeah, now you want to buy the necklace
Now you're like,
with the
oh, that's
earring.
not it. That doesn't suck as bad as I thought it did before. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
but
just
it
regular
sucks much
Foley's
less now with
jewelry.
the earrings.
Yeah. Dolores. Hot mess. All right, let's look at a vintage piece. I gotta find. There's an old grandma piece for
Oh,
you.
I love a grandma piece. Mm,
I call this my Wilma Flintstone necklace, but
yes, I
um,
love that. I think it's so cool.
you go from the new stuff like we just saw, and then this is the old stuff right here. So I have a 17-inch that also gives you a little bit of idea. Tolerable,
Tolerable.
right, Randy? Just tolerable. We can tolerate that.
It's
Next,
fine.
yeah, Dolores. That you can definitely tell when she likes a piece or when it's not exactly her fave. You know,
Uh,
she doesn't have a good poker face when it comes to jewelry.
uh,
But this one is 17 inches. That also tells us a little bit about the age because
yeah,
as we all got a little thicker in the neckline, they
feather
began to
necks.
make them just a little bit longer for us. Kind of like what is that store, Chico's, where you go and the sizes are like 0, 1, 2, 3, and I'm like,
You got
girl,
four? You got
you a
five?
10, you a
You got
12,
five.
right? So I have a 17-inch acrylic bead necklace with
Mm,
different shades and styles of pinks. So this is actually a very, very light pink. I know it's not showing up that way.
well, that's
This has got
pretty.
a pink bead. So when I take it off, you can tell it a little bit better. See, when I take it off that black, all of
Uh-huh.
these are a pink. It does have an O-ring. So that's one that is not really seen in today's jewelry as much. Um, they and then
It's
they've got these links right here.
uh-huh.
So I mean, it's just a fun little piece. Definitely Miss Roper.
I
Uh,
love it.
yeah, it is a Roper piece, which I think we should have a in my Miss Roper era party and
Yes.
do all of the beatings like this. Dress up like Roper, wear our caftan.
Gosh, sure. I think,
I think
oh,
it would
half
be
tan. Oh,
beautiful. So, I mean, in looking at that, for me, that's maybe a $5, $6 piece. But Dolores is going to say differently because it's older.
yeah, I am gonna say I was nowhere near a $5 piece.
Okay.
I was gonna say uh 12 to 14.
Does anybody else agree?
I could sell that for 12 to 14 on Etsy.
Amy, wait, I got to turn around.
Agree.
You can't be just agreeing with her every time. But that's the deal, is that I'm not on Etsy yet. Dolores and LaDonna, they're gonna die on that hill to get me on Etsy, especially for the jewelry, because it is good jewelry. It's vintage jewelry. I don't even know if that may have come out of the vintage auction lot that we got.
Oh,
Could have.
yeah. Hmm.
But also, so vintage, nice jewelry, and also it's quick and easy. The measurements. So there you go. She goes, "It
And
wasn't me. I swear." Her phone is lagging. All right,
and
we're gonna
here's the
do.
thing. Here's the thing, though, with something like a 17-inch necklace that no one in reality can wear. No one, nobody. These two girls that you're seeing now cannot wear a 17-inch
I
necklace.
actually got it around. It's not. It's there, but
You can put your
right
own
at my
extension,
Google.
like you can put your own extension chain on it. Yeah, if you want a quick sale, she would do 8 to 10. There you go, done.
Ugh,
That sounds like that sounds reasonable.
she's a reasonable girl.
She's a reasonable young lady. I'm not.
And so we mark it like this, and then we have a sale, and then I go,
Uh,
why do I still have these pieces? And then we do like some crazy 50% off
yeah,
sale.
yeah.
It happens all the time. Don't worry. But again, if you are interested in something, let me know. People that have been buying jewelry from me for a while will tell you that you just send me an email. And I'm like, okay, if it's, as long as it's reasonable. So I know Roper rules. We need to have us a party. You can always go down. All right. So I really thought this one was cool, but I need your input on this. It's different. It's 35 inches. It's a gold tone and a cream colored cord, like a gold tone rope style,
Hmm.
and a cream corded twist necklace with a lobster claw clasp. However, okay, this is how it kind of looks. So you got to like a little bit of fancy, and then you got this cording there. However, there is an imperfection in it. I don't know what happened. Look how this honking clasp right there. And it is a thicker one. It's a stout one.
Is
Um,
it? Excuse me. Is it fabric and
yes, this is fabric.
and it's all fabric, or is it fabric and metal?
It's fabric and metal. The
Okay.
cream color is fabric. This is metal. So, but look at this. It looks like they leaned over and either see that stain right there on it's
Oh,
either
they got it in their gravy. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how to clean that.
Mm,
You see that they reached over and it
that was
went right in
that's
their gravy. Take a tied stick
I'd stick
to it.
to it. Okay, there you go. Um,
Keeps
yeah.
the ship tied to the harbor.
That yeah, does
Rodeo
look like.
girl. I don't
Um,
know what you could do with that. So my guess, my question is, and it's kind of stiff. It's not. You see how it holds the shape when I do that?
yeah,
It
that's
holds this. It holds the shape. See, this is not her favorite. You can tell by the
it
hesitation.
also held the gravy, so
Right. So
yeah.
here's my question: do we put something like this with that has the stain on it or whatever in a junk jar, or like like junk jewelry, or a jewelry jar, or do you sell it? So what do y'all think? Could
I
be
personally would
makeup.
put it in a I makeup. It's just makeup. I still think it's gravy. Use it as crafts. Yeah, I would put it in. Uh,
She
I
said
would.
take this tied stick to it and sell it.
There you go. Take a tie stick to it. So I would mess with it, but
Me, but see, 3,000 pieces later, I don't have time for a tied stick.
I would. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You then if you don't have time for tie stick, put it in a jewelry jar. You know why? Because someone may get it and do that with it, and then sell it on.
Yeah, it's long too. I mean,
You could put a pendant on it as well.
I guess you could do it
Honestly,
like that. I don't
sure.
know. It's almost crossing genres. Does that make sense to you? So it's
What
almost like
genre are they? It's being crossed. Don't understand what you're saying.
Dolores. I'm saying like
I don't know if genre is the right word. I'm a literary person, but it's like it was gonna be fancy, and then you threw in a Western cowgirl. You know what I mean? It's like it crosses. I don't know which categories or whatever. If it doesn't excite you, then let it go. Stop pretending.
Cross right over into the junk jar. There you go.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Moving on. Jeez, my knees, Manila Cuddy. All right, we're going to look at an artisan piece. We did talk about artisan pieces a second ago. You had to be there, genre. It's one of them their location jokes. You had to be there. Okay, this one is artisan. It is on the wire because it's kind of like you can
Yeah.
bend it around. It looks like it has some abalone pieces, which they're not harvesting that anymore, right?
I would think not.
Didn't we just talk about this? How they're not on Vamp? We talked about they're not harvesting any more abalone pieces. But then it's got the little beads. I'm sure that means something like fish or ocean or something, you know? I do feel like it's look.
I believe you. All right. It means ocean. Sure.
See, it looks like fish and oceans to me. I'm not crazy.
Like waves and fish. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It does have some pretty blue
it's pretty.
and a barrel bead there. It's got a barrel screw clasp on it. It's on a little tight wire. You can see the wire where they wrapped it around.
Oh yeah.
See that wire? But it's a thin piece. Again, makes me think of like Moana or whatever that guy's name is in the movie. It does have some pretty coloring in it.
It's cute. I like it. It's very summery, very beachy,
It is very beachy.
Your bathing suit or your little
cover up. It's 20 inches. So what do y'all think? Anyone? Bueller?
Anyone Bueller?
Hi, Rummage Junkie. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Anyone 10 to 12?
Sure.
10.
Yeah, I agree.
Dolores doesn't like it. You can tell she's like, it's not my jam.
I mean, it's good if that's your like. I'm not a beachy person, so
aesthetic.
It's not.
All right, I'm gonna do a couple of bracelets. This one
cool.
I really like. Look at these.
Ooh.
Aren't these pretty? So these are glass faceted, and I think they have some. I don't know. Dip.
Those are gemstones.
You would think.
I know they are. Those are. I believe those are gemstones.
Y'all, it's so pretty. Look at this little. Look at the toggle on it with the little rhinestone there.
Spider webs.
She makes spiders.
Who does?
Amy.
Ooh.
She makes spiders, jewelry spiders, and little chicks that are so darn adorable. So look how cute this is, though.
That is really pretty. That is gemstones. I'm gonna see what they are. Hold on.
Hold please. She tells me that hold please. All right. So a toggle clasp I like because they're easier to work. I did not see a make marker or any type of jewelry. I say they're easier, but I'm struggling. There we go. Look at, this is my favorite color. Nikki Moss, look, it's blue. Are they cold? Yes. They're cold. See, these are my colors. This is all the Beth blue. So you see, it's a little, for me, that's a little big, but I guess.
Okay, hang on.
This one is 8 inches. That's probably why. It's 8 inches of blue and white faceted bead bracelet with the toggle clasp.
It could be blue calcite. or blue aventurine, Larimar.
Oh, it might be a stone. You might be right, Dolores, because look at the peep the face, y'all. Peep the face. Because, glass beads don't have like striations and different colors in there. They're definitely stone. Me
So
and
yeah,
Amy gonna have to talk about this.
there could be a couple of different ones actually.
Well, we're just gonna call them stone. What did
Blue gemstone, yeah.
Faceted.
Fabulous. So that's a fabulous bracelet.
Hey y'all, she likes this one. So what are we pricing this at? I think it's awesome. I love the clasp.
Hopefully, let me go back to it.
It is 8 inches.
Mm.
8 inches.
I'd say,
I think it's so neat. And Bree,
honestly, I'd say
ma'am,
22 to 24.
22 to 24. It's a
That's
big
just
one.
me. She's again, it's a big piece,
Well,
and
it's almost 8.5.
well,
Eight,
here's the thing:
eight. I'll say 8.
you have to consider the width of the stone. Those are probably 10 to 12 millimeters. It could be bigger than that.
Maybe
And
those
the
ones are
12,
12, Dolores.
yeah, they're about 12 millimeters. And when you put it on, even though it measures 12, when you put it on, it's going to the width of the bead is going to take up space. So it says 8, but it probably isn't quite 8 when you put it on. You know what I mean? Like
All right, so what are we saying? 22?
22, 24, I think. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if anybody else has any, you put all the prices out there. I ain't an expert.
Well, she's my expert. She's on retainer. It's free though. I pay her in jewelry.
Pays me in jewelry when I visit.
Yeah, I go, hey, and
And she's my chauffeur.
she'll tell we stay here and she stays here and we just go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put 24 on it. Again, I will take reasonable offers if
Yeah, that's really nice.
YouTube people can
So
always
glad you showed that, because if you'd put that as glass, I'd have
been so mad at me.
Yeah, I would
All right,
have.
here's just a fun one. Now I think this one is fun.
Okay.
So this one is a 2.5 inch stretch bracelet, and it has little metal beads.
Cute.
But each one of these beads, and these are acrylic little faceted ones, but each one of these has a little charm. So even if you don't use the bracelet, look, there's a little piano.
Oh,
They
it's like a
have a
musical one.
little, what is that? Trumpet? No, is that a trumpet? Yeah, that's a trumpet. Might be. A musical note. Well, what is that? That's a trumpet. So
Trombone.
I don't know. Don't get me to lying. I sing. This is a French horn, isn't it? Or tuba. A guitar.
A guitar.
The piano. So even if if you have
Tuba.
somebody that's musical, like a music teacher, instrument teacher, band teacher, anything like that, the charms are really good. Little
Yeah, you could just
charms.
pull that sucker apart and use them.
Well, and they could sell off the charms.
That's what I do now. I sell all my.
Yeah, she just can sell off the charm.
Yeah.
And she's saying 12 to 15.
Yeah,
So
I just
2,
said
3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. It was 6 charms.
12
6
to
charms
14.
at
Yeah.
$5 each is 30. So $12 is not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So
That's
$12 on that one.
Love it.
But I thought that was fun.
That is a fun one. That is pretty cute.
All right, I'm going to show a couple of other types of jewelry. This is a vintage 2-inch gold tone leaf or wreath style scarf clip.
Oh, I love a scarf clip.
So, hey, scarves are coming back. Did y'all hear that?
Hence, that's why they need scarf clips.
Yeah. I don't see a maker mark on this one. No jewelry marker on there.
Uh-huh.
Gold tone. It's going to be, well, I said 2 inches, but that's not 2 inches, is it? That's about an inch and a half.
Get your number stick.
Get my number stick, girl. I'm gonna call it 1.5. I'm gonna fix that. But there's a tiny bit of wear on the edges, unless that's the way it's made. You know, sometimes they make it where
Yeah.
like that. So we got us a scarf clip. What are those going for? Like, I don't know, 8
It
to 10?
depends on the scarf clip. I
Well, it's
have
not marked.
like I mean I I have some here I bought. There's different ones. I just bought some scarf clips. Sorry. I 8 to 10 on that.
All right, I'm gonna
I
do
just
8 on that one. Do you have one that you bought recently? Go
yeah, I
ahead
do.
while I revamp everything.
Which is a gemstone, probably a Jasper. I got that one.
Oh, that's pretty, Dolores. What's
Yeah.
it set in?
Uh like a gold tone,
Okay.
like that. And then I've got this one. This is a weird one, but look at this. This is so you would put your scarf through there like that, but it's really old. It's like two little deer.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, cute. So you would like slip your scarf through there. That's like an older style one. Then I have this one, which is like a kind of like a damascene style.
Oh, I like that too.
So yeah, I just got some scarf clips. They did do pretty good for me.
Yeah, she does good with her jewelry, but you know, you have a whole following on
No, it's a blanket, girl. This crochet behind me is a blanket.
because it's cold.
Sometimes she get a little nippy.
She's like, I've got the fever. Okay, so we were talking about cinnabar, which you then tell me is poisonous. Thank you for sharing. Um,
Well, I mean, you can't harvest it anymore, and
so
it's been a while since you could harvest it.
I think you and I looked at this a long time ago when I got it. And let me tell you, and the only reason I say that is because it has verbiage on there that I would not know. And it includes, all right. So I have 24 inches of an art glass yellow bead and red cinnabar bead necklace. And then I have the bracelet.
Right.
So
So let
let
me
me,
just give you a little thing on cinnabar. Obviously, it was created. It was they use it to create vermilion, which is a red pigment. Um, Initially, and it's highly toxic. Uh,
lovely.
uh, a true cinnabar. Obviously, was used in traditional medicine. Uh, but because it has it's a refined element for mercury. So mercury is not like safe, but you know. So
This,
what you're saying is I need some cinnabar. Sure, yeah, I give it.
so this is actually just tied. It doesn't even have a clasp.
So I'm not saying it's not cinnabar, but it would
Do you
be
think it's like
super old.
celluloid?
Yes, it could be cellular. Yeah, see, and now it's a thing back in the like the 30s, 40s, and 50s. A lot of that like Asia inspired jewelry was very popular. So it could be celluloid. It could be something completely. I just don't think it's. I mean, I mean, you can still collect it, but it's rare and it's expensive.
Look at these
So
beads, these yellow beads, Dolores.
I know those are those glass. Those are
Yeah.
cool. Those are cool. Ooh, love that. I love the whole look. I love the. It's just, I just don't. I would be surprised if it was real cinnabar. And stop if it is. Stop touching it.
Well, too late now.
Like, okay. Um,
Luckily, I didn't put that in my teeth.
yeah, I'll check that. That's pretty too. I like them together.
Y'all, this just does not feel like celluloid or bakelite. It
It
doesn't.
could be a resin. It could be something else. I mean, I, I just would. I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't actually have cinnabar. It's. I mean, I don't know how to test for it. Like,
You need
I don't
to.
know if you should test for it on. It's not celluloid. Um, is it?
So
It's not. Yeah. So I
I
just
don't
wanted
think
to.
it's celluloid, and I don't know what it is, but I think that it is absolutely stunning. The
I mean,
bead.
does it feel like a type of stone to you? Like a
No, it
heavy?
feels like a type of plastic to me.
Okay, because it's like could be carved bone, dyed carved bone, but it's clearly not that. So
It's not cold.
okay.
It feels like a plastic.
Hmm.
So Bree said it's cinnabar, but it's not celluloid. So if I go, belly up, y'all will know that the last thing I
I
touched
mean,
was this. I have no idea. So this may be something I take to Felicia too and say, Felicia, what are we doing?
right. So is it very hard or very soft?
No, it's hard.
Okay,
Hold on.
so cinnabar
Okay,
is very
Felicia,
soft.
see there? Felicia, we know this is not
I assume it's not real cinnabar.
we don't she's saying she doesn't think it's real cinnabar. I didn't know if cinnabar was a color or a material.
It's a mineral.
It is plastic. It has a plastic feel. It is not cold. Um, it also is found on this necklace. Now, this is just on some cording, leather cording, and it's just tied. It does not even have a clasp on it. And then it's got use a loop, cinnabar made in thin layers. Look for layers in those creases. Cinnabar is lacquer over wood or metal. Oh, so now I'm going to be poisoned and go blind. Fabulous. Awesome. I don't think I see layers. No, this looks like a. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. It looks like a cut. It looks like a pressed mold. I'm looking under my big loop. All right, this is not in layers. This looks like a pressed cut design in plastic. That's what that looks like under my whatever big loop thing. Most likely a simulation. So like what do we call that though? For labeling and pricing wise. I'm just intrigued by the glass beads right here. These art glass beads. I think you're muted, Dolores.
Sorry.
So I'm more faux cinnabar.
Yeah, there
Well,
you go.
thanks, Felicia.
Exactly. It's exactly what you were calling.
Or imitation
Yep.
cinnabar. So if I do the set, Felicia, help us with this one. Thank you for jumping in too. We
Conjured
conjured
her
you
up.
up. If I do the set on that, the beads I think are just y'all look at these. I can show you on my loop.
I love the beads. The yellow
The
beads
beads are
are cool.
look at the detail in that.
Mm.
Look at the detail. I mean, I don't know how well y'all can see that, but I mean, you can tell that it is an art glass.
Yeah, it's odd. Yeah.
These are awesome. And it's just on this little thing.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Like a little cording. But okay, so I will tell you that when we looked, Dolores and I looked at this a while back. I'm gonna write the word faux there. So I've got a 24-inch yellow art glass bead and red faux cinnabar necklace with a 2.5-inch vintage red faux cinnabar bangle bracelet. When we looked at it before, and it had to be a while ago because the jewelry number is 1066. That tells us we're on like 14 something right now. So this was 400 something pieces ago. We had it at 20 for the set.
I think
Do
no, I
y'all
think it should
think
be
that is
more.
good? You think it should be more?
Yeah. I'd say 24 to 26.
All right. Felicia, Amy, Amy, okay.
30.
Hi,
Amy says 30. Pack Rat says 28 to 30. There you have it.
oh, hi, Erin. So 28 to 30. So I'm going to go 28 for the set.
Like it. Like it.
Because again, my goal is to move jewelry. It's sounds more sophisticated when I put it all those buzzwords, right? So again, we are showing and hauling some jewelry that I have. I have an extensive amount of jewelry, and my friend Dolores here is a jewelry maker. So she and you guys in the chat help me. I've got about a few more pieces, but I got to watch my time because I'm going to go meet a friend today. At 2:00. So this is another. Remember we talked about the Plunder. Thank you, Felicia and Amy and Dolores. Remember we talked about the Plunder brand, and Plunder was really a faith-based company. And they, according to Kathy Wiseman, they closed last year. And their jewelry does very well. So look them up. 21-inch gold tone necklace with gold and silver tone squares right here. No, this is not. Is this one Plunder? Yeah, this one's Plunder. So there's your jewelry tag. Oh, thank you so much. There's the jewelry tag. Because in case you run across it for in a junk jar or something, you'll be able to talk about it. So you have the little. They like a gold or a gold and silver. It looks gold and silver. So with that, I put this little vintage double strand little faux pearl acrylic bead. They were based in Utah. Thank you, Kathy, with the barrel clasp on there. I put this together as a set just because, and look, y'all, let me just tell you this. This has to be a child's because I wear a very small bracelet.
Yeah.
I do. I wear a small
That might
bracelet.
have been,
and look at
yeah.
that. So how dainty is that? And it's made to resemble pearl in that it has the indentions in it. So they did a pretty good job. This thing is only 6.5 inches. Now, the only thing on me small is my wrist. Let me just tell you. Nothing else. So, oh, you have a
I love a
strawberry brooch
strawberry
on
brooch.
today. So here is the little barrel clasp, but this is little. This is little. Maybe, I might have to make that a keychain. But anyway, I put these two pieces together. We have the little plunder piece here and the little bracelet. I thought for a teen, that's not bad. Prom is coming up, and then this is more like an everyday for me. So for the two pieces, what do you guys think?
I don't know much about Plunder. That's not a particularly.
Well, it's not a high volume brand. It's not a high
It's just
dollar
like an
brand.
illusion necklace with some square beads.
Yeah. So for the set, I'm thinking 8 to 10.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 10.
Amy says 14.
Amy says 14. But here's my problem is that to move the jewelry, it's such a small piece that would have to be a little girl, and
or a young girl.
This
is
a
young girl.
Yeah, a young girl. And so I want them to be able to afford it on their own. I do have little girls
That'd be cute.
And shop.
That. Yeah.
All right. Here's another piece that I love.
Let me see.
I love this.
Let me see.
All right. I got to find the tag.
I like that.
18-inch green seed bead multi-strand necklace, but the pendant, which is I believe to be pewter, is really pretty. So I love the multi-strands of seed bead. That green color is beautiful. The clasp is a little different. What would you call that? Just a J hook?
Let me see. I call it hook and eye, but
so hook and eye.
Yeah.
So you've got all these.
It's a lot of work.
Seed beads, but look at this piece.
I do like the pendant. It's very.
So I do think it's pewter.
Really?
It's either pewter or that Mexican silver, like Mexican pewter that we call what we call here. But I thought these were butterflies, but I think they're leaves.
Oh, I thought they were butterflies too.
And then these are little stones inside here. They don't really fit. I feel like they should have been cabochons, right?
They probably were. They just probably not the right size cabochons. That's a cab.
And then they've got the. I feel like this means something with the 3 and the 5 and the
Probably.
different
I have no idea.
things
Yeah.
here.
Mm.
And then could be a shepherd's hook too.
Yeah.
The seed beads there. It does look very native, or Aztec for the Mexican
Yeah.
folklore. You know, because we will get some of that. That was the other thing I said. If it's not pewter, it might be some of that Mexican pewter, because we do get a lot of
Dates,
that
yeah.
here. Tibetan.
Oh, yeah. It
Oh,
looks.
Lord.
Bye, Angela. Could be
Bye,
Tibetan.
Angela. Thanks for
Yeah.
stopping by.
The Tibetan.
So this is 18 inches. So we're ethnic for sure. So tell me what you think you would price that for. What are y'all thinking on that one?
16 to 18.
I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I think it's very different.
I like the pendant.
She says
Yeah.
18. Pack Rat Queen, you got a thought process on that? I got 16 to 18. I'm leaning. I've seen Palestinian jewelry like that. So I'm leaning on 16. 18 to 20. So all right, we'll do 18 because I got people outweighing me here. All right. So hey Chrissy Lynn, how are you? Okay. I showed these before, but we never did price them. I think we said $8. I want to say we said $8, but I wanted to show them again. Look at these little owl faces.
Oh, yeah. I remember these. Oh, these are so good.
Right? I've got $8 on these, so I don't know why I brought them again. But they're a little 1/2 inch gold
Those are
tone,
cute.
white, snowy owl with the acrylic black
Are they pierced?
eyes. They are a post
Okay.
earring. Aren't they
Yeah.
adorbs,
Those are
though?
really, I
Little
love those. I'd wear
owls.
those. Yeah.
So I have these at
Yeah.
$8, y'all. I don't know why I bought those. Here's some bangles. So these are a pair. I'm selling for the pair at 2.5 inch. They are a brass bangle bracelet with some stone and acrylic. This one is more acrylic. This one stone. And then it has the designs here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that is acrylic. It doesn't feel the same. Now it could be, so it might be safer just to say both of those are acrylic. So Dolores, what do you think? If you don't know, is it just safer to call it acrylic, and then if they get stone, it's great?
I usually know.
Well, I don't. Could be
I
enamel,
mean,
I
that sounded
guess.
really like, but no. It is hard to tell whether it's stone or acrylic. I think that tan one is shell, like a shell or something. And the,
It's not cold at
well,
all.
that's because you're holding it and it's on metal.
And it's in
Enamel. Oh,
pieces.
it could be enamel. Yeah, it could be. The blue one could definitely be enamel.
This one, enamel. So, but this one is in
Yeah,
pieces.
yeah,
So did they pour it like that for the enamel?
yeah. You could pour it in there like that. Yeah,
So like they did the enamel on this one and the enamel on this one, and then they just put the inlay,
yeah,
the press in
and
there.
yeah.
All right. So we're gonna price these together. What do you think?
10 to 12.
I have 10 to 12 for the set. We're gonna go 12. I see a second 12, and we're gonna call them enamel, right?
I think the brown. I mean, I think the blue one could be enamel. I'm not sure what. I feel like the tan one's a shell or something, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
All right. It says was just going to say they crush stone and then they lay the enamel or resin.
Okay, see, there you go. Yeah.
And I'm just going to say, if somebody gets something, I think they should be great with it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's great. We were talking about Avon.
Oh yeah, we were.
This is a very Monet feel to
those are
me.
cool.
However, this is an Avon piece.
Those are cool.
Vintage Avon post earrings. Now we're going to talk a little something about this. Paisley design with the black, cream, and red enamel.
Those are nice.
All right. So these are a post. Oh Lord. And there is your Avon mark right there.
Oh yeah, there it is. I like them.
Hi, Rusty Trunk. So I love the paisley. I think paisleys are coming back, but this red, black, and
Very
cream color, very
stylish. Very
80s,
stylish.
very stylish. Yes. So these are, I think, really good. Now, when I found
Uh-huh.
these, they have sell through rates, anywhere 8 to 12. So I was kind of go
Yeah.
10, 8 to 10. What do y'all
10 to
think?
12. Yeah.
Or bird heads if you turn them
Yeah, you know what?
sideways.
When he first brought them up, I thought they were going to be birds.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? All right. So what are we thinking? 10?
Yeah.
We can do 10 on those? No,
11, LOL.
that's not going to work.
She does, Amy, the unfortunate thing about
6 years
the
later.
unfortunate thing about Beth is she don't like no odd numbers because I do shout them out every day.
Okay. Let's also talk some more
Okay.
Avon. And this is a set. Now, my friend Hetty that gave me a lot of the jewelry, y'all, when she was cleaning out. Remember, I told you the story about Hetty, how Hetty
Hmm.
got started. And I'm just going to say, I am trying to talk Hetty into being a vamp
Oh, she'd
seller
be good at that.
because she knows some stuff. All right. We have a silver tone with the little love knot double strand bracelet here.
Oh,
All
cute.
good,
Uh-huh.
right? Right? Got a claw, lobster claw, and the matching earrings. All right, so here you go. There is a jewelry marker tag, right? Let me see which way it goes because y'all know I'm blind as a bat.
There it is. Yeah.
It's upside down. Of course it is because I had it this way. All right. NRT. NRT was used to for Avon.
Okay.
NRT is from 1990 to about 2000. For some reason, they did NRT, and so I did go down the rabbit hole of that. But NRT is an Avon brand, 90s to 2000s, and when Hetty did a little bit of research in the little bit of baggies, because everything's baggied up, she would do this. And if she'd already comped it, she did this. So that helps me out because I do vintage silver tone metal bracelet and
Oh,
earring
yeah.
set
Oh,
marked NRT. I give people the information 1990 to 2000s for Avon. And so for that, what are y'all guessing? If she looked it up 12 to
yeah.
15, I,
I would say
I,
that.
I can't defute her, but I'm going to say 12 for the
Yeah.
set.
Hmm. It's
So
cute. It's a cute,
yeah.
simple set.
So a little bit of more Avon for you is NRT is also marked. Now, I couldn't find why they marked that. It was just a random mark that they used, but maybe somebody else can fill me in. Again, I'm
I
not
wonder if
doing unless I
they
could
commissioned that company to design or make.
or that
Yeah.
designer and they put their
Yeah.
initials on it. Who knows? Let me show you. I got a couple of tie tacks, and y'all tell me what you think about the tie tacks. One of these has a mother of pearl button on it, and one of them is not. Now I have 1150. So this I've got a price on both of these. Okay. I've already come up with a price
Okay.
based on a couple of things that I've found, but this one is a 1 inch. It's smaller than this one. We got a gold tone with a mother of pearl button style tie clap. Tie clasp. I can't even talk. Hold on. Making sure. So see that one? And then this one is longer. So this one is older. But when I look at these, now this one is older, it's longer, just like the width of the ties. If we are talking about, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't say words today, Felicia. Tie clips. Um, oh,
Bye,
bye,
fly
Fly
girl.
Girl. Thank you so much for being here. So one of the things that I learned, and I think I may have learned this from Lady Peacock. When she was asking me for ties, she was like, the ties were much wider early on, and then they got slimmer. Then they went through a whole bolo phase, and then the dress ties became what we call a standard width. So the older tie tacks are going to be, and Miss Lady Peacock is another one that I wish we could get on here, Dolores, to do stuff and talk about, because I'm telling you, she owns a whole store. She's a huge collector. AKA also, just so you know, these are very sharp. Ow.
You got to clip with that tie. That's smart.
Right. I have this one at like $5. Yeah. And what I thought was, you know what? Somebody could add some things to this, add broken jewelry and all of the things, and make a beautiful scar clip or a purse clip.
Well, what I've seen recently is women wearing ties, but with brooches on them.
Yes, they're folding them and doing all the things, but because there's some wear on this, you can see the scratches and the wear, and the gold tone was plated or whatever. So I think adding something to that, and even putting it on a baseball cap, on the bib of a baseball cap, the lid part, I think that would be really cute. So I have this one for $5. And then the other one, I did find it. I didn't find a make or a mark on it. This little mother of pearl button right here. And it's much smaller, shorter. And again, this could be something that a lady would wear. Now they have these at $10. So do you think internal manufacturer or vendor mark from the 70s and 80s? Well, I found it 90s to 2000s, but I will believe you. Wrapping ties on purse straps recently.
That's
yes.
Cute. Yeah.
So, and then again, clipping it together to hold it with this because it's much smaller. So I have this one at about $10. Do you think we should go 8 with that?
I just said 8 to 10 anyway on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this one feels like, I don't know, it doesn't feel cold like that. So I might mark this at 8 because it's just so much smaller. And then a lady could wrap that scarf or tie around there, and it would be so awesome. Okay, I have 3 more pieces, and then we need to go. This is just this piece is all a wooden and acrylic beads.
Oh, okay.
But it's got a little brass to it. These are acrylic right here.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's different.
Very boho.
Look, it's different. It is boho. It has a lobster claw clasp on it. See, I'm going to have to put it on this big one, and I'm not going to like how that's going to look.
Ma'am, you're just going to have to do what you got to do.
It looks like that.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, no, it's cool.
Hi, Hillbilly Mama. So that one, do you think that would go in my $5?
No.
Why?
I mean, okay, yes, then. See, Amy's like, no. No, I think I'd said 12 to 14 for that. I'd have sold that.
Okay, that's too much. So we're gonna go either 8 or 10.
That's okay, Hillbilly Mama. It's evening here, so you'll get one of them. 10.
It's okay. Yeah.
10.
Okay.
Bye, LaDonna.
Get your nails did, LaDonna. Get your nails done. So
get your nails
this
did.
one will be $10. Again, I have not photographed any of this. This is just a bunch of jewelry that we go through. Dolores and I used to do it every Sunday, but then it's free and she wasn't getting paid, so we moved it down to once a month.
I'm in the UK, Hillbilly Mama. That's why it's evening.
So this one I already have marked at 10. This is one of the gold dipped sand dollars. So it's much thinner. So I do feel like it is a real gold. It's that faux girl, the gold plate. I used to have these growing up at Myrtle Beach.
Same in Galveston. Yeah, we used to get them.
Yeah, we would get them. So I do have this one marked at 10. It is about 1 inch.
I like it.
Gold
you can't kind of go wrong with that. that charm.
Yeah, it's
It's good.
super thin
Yeah.
too, y'all. The ones that are faux, they are a little bit thicker. And my last item for the day, Dolo, I'm going to end on one that made me go down a little rabbit
Okay. I want
hole
to hear about this rabbit hole.
because it's a bitty pin.
Oh.
So this is an enamel little fish pin, little, I guess a scatter
It's cute. I
pin.
love a scatter pin. I love scatter pins.
All right, so Felicia, this made me think of Felicia because I don't know, I don't really know how to do this so that y'all can
What's that
see
mark on
it.
it?
Oh, so I'm going to
Okay.
show you, but hold on. This little edge right here. So Felicia taught us a couple of things, and I'm going to see if I can show you. This is a lever clasp.
Okay.
So when you pull that lever right there to the right, it's going to open up. So let me see if I can show you. There we go. So when I push it up, it opens up. So it's not really like it's a style of rollover. And
Yeah, I see it. Yes.
there you
It's
go.
like that.
So
Like almost like
you
it grabs
can
it.
pull it down and cover it, or you can open it up. And I remembered that because, see, Felicia, you thought I wasn't listening, but I was listening. And so you open that one. Then it also has a stop. Y'all see that little button right there? That Felicia taught us was a stop, so that when it goes back, it doesn't fling all the way down. It stops right there. That there's a little button is called a stop. See, Felicia, I was listening, and I internalized it. So I see I pay attention. All right, this has a mark. Where is it at? For the love of all that's holy. There's an H.
Okay.
I gotta see if I can find it for y'all. Give me a second, because I'm working on two different things. There's a little H there. Sometimes it's just easier to see right here. Can y'all see the little H? It's an H in like a heart. It's this way. It's an H in a heart right there. Let me see. Stephanie taught us how to do this, but we just got to get it to focus. But there's an H in a heart right there.
Okay.
See it?
I will tell you.
That's Hadley.
Who?
It's a Hody. Hody. Hody.
I'm getting something
I found
different.
the brooch.
H in a heart, or makers like H. Wright and Sons, or Bernard Instone.
So I did a whole bunch with this clasp and everything. He made several of these. So there's my little lever clasp that Felicia taught me about.
Edison?
And it says signed Hody, Hody. I originally thought that it was the Hedison, but the H is different.
Okay.
And I don't think that y'all are going to be able to see it. The H is kind of curly. So, and there are different styles of the H. I don't think y'all are going to be able to see that one on there. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find it in here so I can show you. Okay, it goes this way. There's the H, and it's like a curlied, and it has the copyright mark too. That's the other thing that's different. There'll be a little copyright right here, and then the H in the heart. Now there's a Henderson, there's a Henderson, He. Is there an I in that? Anyway, this one I actually found the pin, and look at that little clasp, that little lever clasp. And so he's 1 inch. He's a signed Hody tropical fish gold tone enamel pin. They're not very, very expensive,
it's cute,
but it gave me something. At least I was like, look at me learning something from Felicia, and then learning about the stop over here. I was paying attention, girl. But this one I have at $8 because
I like it.
he's just a little bitty one.
I love a scatter brooch. Oh, they're the best.
And his little thing. So, and look how little he is.
Yeah, it is really good contrast. It's so pretty.
Yeah. So I have him for $8. And I did some research. See, Dolores, I did my dadburn homework, girl. I did my homework. And I have a big magnifying light right here. That's what I use. So, again, will you be selling him here or the shop? I can run him now if you want me to sell, if you want me to run him now. I haven't taken any pictures of these things. He's little. Hey, Miss Lena. So he would be in a 9x6x1, and he would come in a jewelry box. And he would probably weigh, I'll probably do 3 ounces. So if you're interested, he's $8. I'll run him now and just let me know. Otherwise, check out my buy it now. I have a lot of things in the buy it now for jewelry. If it's not claimed today, I'll be cherry picking some of these things to be photographing to put into the shops. So typically, y'all.
Yes, right.
Okay, I'll run him for you.
It's cute.
So typically, y'all, when I price my stuff, I price it one time. And I'll tell you why. Because my inventory is so fluid that, oh Lord, she gonna really test me about, do I remember how to run things on the fly?
You better learn it.
All right, let me turn this around. All right. My inventory is, it says background failed. I didn't need a background. So hold on, I can't do two things at one time. My inventory is so fluid between my shops that I don't have time to be like, oh, it's going to be this price on a live sale and
I
this.
get that.
You know, I don't. So it's 1 inch. It is $8, not 800. You're welcome. All right, let me.
That's funny.
You know what? LaDonna would have been so proud of
She
me.
would have, but she's going to get her nails did.
Because
so you can tell her about it.
She had to get her nails did. Because I actually knew what that would be. Like I could say it in my head. That tells me I'm moving up
That's
in the
good.
world.
Yeah, no, it's good to learn all this. And it's also fun learning all about this stuff too.
Oh wait, I gotta redo that because that's in pounds. It is not pounds. I was like,
Why is
why
it
in
in
the world is that?
pounds?
No, weight wise, not ounces.
I thought you meant money wise. I was like, what?
I was like, absolutely not.
How are you putting it in pounds?
Absolutely not. Okay, here we go. I am going
There
to
it
publish
is.
that. Is it added to stage? Oh, guess what I
What?
did? You're gonna have to just buy it. I can't because I can't change it, right? Because I
I have
made
no
it
idea. You're asking the wrong person.
I don't think I can't change it.
Yep, she's got it.
Okay.
She bought it. Too late.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
get.
So
Good, very good get. That's so cute, man.
thank you. So one of the things is, like I said, thank you so much, is I don't have time to say it's going to be this amount and then it's going to be this amount because quite honestly, y'all, my stuff goes from live sales to shop, from shop if it doesn't sell, back to live sales or back to static listings. Actually, it goes live sale, static, shop, back to static, because I make my listings private. So if something is there and then all of a sudden it's not there, it's probably because I put it in, because I took it to a shop. So always you can ask me, you can say, hey, do you still have this? And if I can go to the shop, I can pick it up for you. Now, both shops are about 45 minutes to an hour away, so I don't go every weekend, but I can also have them pull it.
Yeah.
If you're interested in it. And I don't change the price when they go to the shop.
Yeah.
I price it one time. I put it in my inventory.
Same.
That so if you're interested in something that you see, make an offer. If you like it, I won't know if you just think it's pretty or if you're interested in it. So thank you so much for picking that up, Chrissy Lynn.
Yeah.
So this was fun. I stayed on task. I brought the proper amount. We still did, 2 hours, which I was trying to do an hour and a half, but I even came on early. What software do you use?
She uses Excel spreadsheet.
No, she doesn't.
We just type it on Word.
Let me tell y'all something. I am smart in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. I advocate. I can tell you special education law off the back of
Don't
my
ask her
head.
for an Excel spreadsheet, though.
I simply can't be asked to learn that. Technology and I are not friends. The man who helps me with my taxes tells me every year, girl, we're going to have to move up. We're going to have to do something else. And I'm like, this works for me. You wanted a record. I have said record. And as Felicia said a long time ago, that she talked to her tax man, and her tax man said, as long as you have some record keeping, and they can, and you can show them how that works, that's great. And I can tell you where I sold how much money, because at the end now I'm doing it every month because I have a calendar and I go in and I put, so today if nothing else sells, I'll put $8 on Vamp, and at the end of the month I can tell you how much I made at each venue.
But you can do that with Excel spreadsheet too.
You could, but then, and do you know that my Word document is like 80 something pages? Because I've been doing it for 6 to 8 years.
Mm-hmm. That's an established system. Mm-hmm. If that's what works for you, that's what works for you. You know what I mean?
I work spreadsheets all day at my job.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
But do not ask me to build.
I'm not doing it at home.
Because that's a level of stress and anxiety that nobody wants to witness. That's not pretty. That's not sweet. That's none of the things. That makes me act like my maiden name and is not good. My daddy's family. No, we can't. So, but anyway, yeah. But I get it done.
Yeah, as long as it works for you.
And Bree says, now see, I record and edit and upload and live sale and everything. I create thumbnails. Everything is done from my phone. But my system is on a flash drive. It's on a stick. Like my number stick. So, yeah. So thank y'all so much for being there. Bree, I just got a picture. It looks like you're at KT Antiques.
Oh,
girl,
cool.
Go on in. I'll be there in a few minutes.
It's a great place.
My next show, I'll share my greatly simplified system. You'll just die how ridiculous it is, but it works. No, girl, I won't, because it is mine is walking across the street first. Yes, she's going to Dovetail.
Oh,
so LaDonna, if you're still listening, she's going to Dovetail Antiques, which is right across the street from KT Antiques. So let me finish up here. I'm going to go meet Bree Gia from Arizona. She and I have been talking on YouTube and selling together and all things since the beginning, and now on Vamp. And it is the first time I'm going to get to meet her, and I'm not going to forget your 6+ years. That's right. I'm going to meet her for the first time. So this is going to be fun. She's going to the shop at Glen Flora.
She'll love it.
So if ever you're coming through Texas, y'all hit me up for the next couple of years, and then I'll have to come when Dolo comes, because I'll be going back to South Carolina, but then I'll be closer to the beach. So a real beach. I mean, Galveston's
then
nice
I can go to South Carolina.
Now Dolores can go to South Carolina. Yeah. So we should do a bookkeeping share show. I'll bring you in. Girl, that's just embarrassing. But I do say where I say everything has an item number. So I put it in. Fine. I say how much I paid for it. I say how much I'm going to sell it for. Then I say how much I sold it for. There's any notes, like combine it with something else, and where I got it, the date that I got it. So I can tell you that I've sold things within probably the last 3 months that I've had since, Lord, 2020, 1999. It in itself is vintage. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm like 2020. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, sometimes it's just that person has to be there to get it, So, well, Dolores, thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate it. You can go eat now. I know you got to go to work tomorrow. And we'll be back together again. And let's see who is up next. There's nobody on.
What? Oh.
There's nobody on right now. So
Somebody jump on. I don't know when the next
Somebody
person
just jump
is.
on real quick.
Well, I mean, let me see when the live streams are going to be on. Shelly's coming on at 1, so in just a few minutes. My
Yeah.
time. Shelly's finds, and she's got Afghans, quilts, and more.
Ooh.
Oh my, y'all! She can flat do an assemblage.
That's
So
cool.
that Shelly girl. All right, and thank you so much for being here today. And until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a great Sunday.